Hey guys, Brandon Sweeney here again, and in today's video, I'm going to cover the different statuses that you might see in your home search, so let's jump into it. Welcome back to another video. Today we're back at the home office, and we'll be covering the different statuses that you might see in the marketplace. Those statuses might be active, active under contract, contingent, under agreement, pending, closed, sold. There's so many more, but today we'll be focusing in on those key terms. So let's jump into it. So I'll set the stage. It's 9 o'clock, you're laying in bed, and you're looking at different homes on Realtor, Redfin, Zillow, you name it. And you're finding that a lot of these properties that you're seeing, your realtor hasn't even sent you. So you reach out to your realtor and say, why aren't we seeing this? And can I schedule a showing for this? And your realtor replies back and says, I'm so sorry, that property is under contract. Why does this happen and what is going on? That house is not sold yet, but it is under contract or under agreement. There's a bunch of different terms that mean the same thing really. But at the end of the day, what it means is that that property, the buyers and sellers of that property, they're moving towards the closing table. So it might not be sold now, but it likely will be in the coming weeks. Now, Zillow and other major search providers use different terms for terms that we use as realtors in the MLS. The MLS is the multiple listing service, and that's what all realtors use to list their properties for sale. So what happens is Zillow will pick up a property that we list for sale, and it'll syndicate it out to thousands of real estate websites that you could find or buy and sell real estate. Now, when Zillow does this, sometimes they'll use terms like accepting backup offers. When it says accepting backup offers, it really isn't the realtor or the seller saying, hey, if you bring us an offer, we'll accept your backup offer. No, it's Zillow saying, okay, well, the property's listed as contingent, so we'll add on this slogan, accepting backup offers. So that's what's going on there. It's not a matter of your realtor lying to you because they don't want to show you that home. It's a matter of one of these key search providers like Zillow is claiming that that property is essentially available for sale, where it's really showing on our end as contingent or under contract. So I'll jump into each one of these statuses and explain exactly what it means in Massachusetts and New Hampshire, because that's where I am licensed. New Hampshire and Massachusetts use different names for their statuses, but realistically they mean the same thing. So I'll start with New Hampshire. In New Hampshire, we have active. That just means that the property is available for purchase and it's available for showings. So get a showing scheduled on that property. Then you have active under contract. Realistically, that just means that the property, the sellers have accepted an offer and there might be contingencies involved with that offer. So maybe they need to have a home inspection, or maybe they're waiting for the appraisal. So these contingencies haven't been met yet. So the sellers have decided to list the property as contingent, which gives them the opportunity to continue showing the property, which in my experience, I don't see many sellers saying, hey, we had a frenzy of showings, frenzy of offers. We really want to continue showing our house after we've accepted an offer. A lot of the times that doesn't happen, and a lot of the times the property has been listed as contingent when the sellers really want the property listed as pending, which brings us into our next segment, pending. So pending means that most, if not all of their contingencies have been met, like they have had their home inspection, they have had their appraisal, they're just moving in the right direction towards closing, and the buyer and seller are ready for that closing to happen. So when I say that they're ready, well, maybe they're waiting on the lender to brush up and make sure that the underwriting process is completed in a timely manner. Maybe that's the only contingency that they're really waiting on, and then the attorneys will get the final CD out, the closing disclosure, and everyone will be fine and happy and schedule that closing. And then with the property closing, the correct status would be closed. So in New Hampshire, they use closed instead of sold. So in New Hampshire, closed. That just means that the buyer and seller, they've signed on the dotted line, they've recorded the deed, everything has been done on that property, and once a property is closed, it's closed. It's not going to come back as back on market, it's going to show up as closed. So that's New Hampshire for you. So with New Hampshire out of the way, let's talk about Massachusetts. In Massachusetts, like New Hampshire, we have active. So active means that that home is available for purchase and it's available for showings. Then we go into the contingent phase. Contingent means that the buyer's offer has been accepted, but there's contingencies that come with that offer. Maybe they need to have their home inspection. Maybe they need to sign the purchase and sales agreement. And in Massachusetts, we go from offer to purchase and sales agreement. Whereas in New Hampshire, we have one document to satisfy everything. So again, Massachusetts, we're in that contingency phase. It allows the sellers to continue showing the property if they really want to. But then once we get past that contingent phase, we go to under agreement. In under agreement, it means that most, if not all of the contingencies have been met. But we're waiting for the lender to wrap up their underwriting process maybe to ensure that the buyer is able to close in a timely manner. So everyone's on the same page. We're just waiting for the closing, essentially. And then once that under agreement phase is up, once all contingencies have been met, then we get to the next process, which is sold. So that status sold is the same thing as closed in New Hampshire. It means that the buyer and seller, they've signed on the dotted line, the transaction is complete, and the property is going to be recorded. It likely has already been recorded if the property is showing up as sold. So those are all the different statuses between Mass and New Hampshire. There's some differences, but a lot of them have similarities. And what happens is, as soon as a new status arrives on the MLS, it's going to be pushed out to those different providers like Zillow or Realtor or Redfin. So my best advice for you is to listen to your Realtor. Look at what your Realtor is sending you, because those are the true statuses involved in that property. So again, there's different statuses that mean different things in your home search. So when it comes to that home search, just educate yourself. Make sure you know what these statuses mean while you're searching for a home, because it's gonna help you in the long run. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, because we're pushing out content every single month, and leave a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts of this video were and what you'd like to see in future videos on this channel. Again, thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to see you in the next video.